everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Bengals going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, it's Hill. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Bradford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He's going to launch. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And Matthews has it right side. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Here's Flacco, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5. Gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action now. Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero, Malcolm Butler. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, Flacco. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flacco from the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. First down, Bradford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Terrell Suggs able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Bradford now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. And left side here, it's Graham. And they're able to to get this one across the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They go pass again with Flacco. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him. His second sack now of the afternoon. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on third and long. Operating out of the gun, Flacco lets this one rip toward Graham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Again, here's Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw on third down, Bradford. And Tate's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Second down following the run. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bullock will put this one through. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On second down, Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Flacco. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Hill. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bradford. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Willie Henry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Bradford on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Flacco to throw again on second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard. The Ravens on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Returning it, John Ross. Nifty move. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? A play fake. Bradford. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They go play action. Now Bradford. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On third down, Bradford going deep for Eifert. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
On first down, Flacco. He's going to air one out. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Ten yards still left on second down. Flacco. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The play clock's running down. On third down, here's Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly. Sending a guy downfield with the in.
They said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Flacco. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the grab by Croft. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The play fake. Bradford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Bradford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This is fielded inside the 5. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Ravens. I'm guessing you wouldn't have minded being a fly on the wall at halftime because they were struggling in that first half. Down double digits. Now they're right back in this thing. So whatever was said apparently worked.
And let's make sure, if we're going to be a fly on the wall, that we're high up on the wall because I know I always talk about it being clinical at the half, you know, less emotion, more execution. But every now and then, this is an emotional game.
Sure.
Someone's got to come in and stir some things up, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a few benches got overturned and the halftime water ended up hitting the floor.
Well, whatever happened, it's working right now. 2nd down, 8. To pass, Flacco. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Kennedy. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
So it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. And going over the middle here to Curley. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Passing play. Flacco. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 2nd half in Carolina. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And tough starting field position here. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Bradford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. second down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about sitting.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Bradford. And Green with a catch left side. And he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On second down now. Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing here on first down. Flacco looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's still barreling through. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run again with Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Open space inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Here's Bernard. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kennedy. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them.